Hey my fellow swing traders, welcome back to my weekly top 3 swing trade stocks video. Okay, I'm the stock estate. I exist right here to help my swing traders, manage their risk, be a logical swing trader, and ultimately be profitable swing traders over the long term. And right now, let's go over some updates. Today I'm going to go over some updates as well as my top 3 swing trade stocks for this coming week. Okay, this market right now is punishing, I would say, because a lot of rotation has been happening in and out of different sectors. Honestly, it's really hard to time it very well. It's not a very easy market to swing trade, but however, what we can do right now is to be more picky with our picks, okay? Take quick profits, okay? And knowing which sector that the market is going towards to and playing that hot sectors and getting out with our profits, okay? And not take any trades that is not profitable, or we feel that it's a little bit suspicious, a little bit sus, and we do not want to do those trades at all. And unless you are going for your long-term investments or you do mind holding that company for a good 3 to 5 years or more, then you need to be very picky with your picks. Otherwise, you're in for a rough ride. So let's go over the updates about last week's picks, right? Last week's picks, okay, we have NLS, Natalius. Okay, Natalius was a breakdown. Okay, so again, on my last top 3 swing trade stocks video right here, you can see, right, I illustrated my point over here that I wanted to see a nice bounce for it to bounce up to the upside again. But however, we did not get a bounce. We did not get at all. Okay, so you can see, let me draw the resistance line, right? So this was the support line that I was talking about. Okay, we did not get the bounce. Okay, we go to the 1 hour time frame and we can see that, there is a breakdown all the way to the downside. Okay, and it's following this moving average right here. So would you have entered the trade? Would you? Okay, if you have entered the trade, you will be suffering a kind of a loss right now, okay, and probably get stopped out. And that's because you didn't wait for the kind of confirmation or, that you can see like a certain kind of bounce. Okay, so if you wish to, know more about why I play this way, right, go back to my top 3 swing trade stocks video, go to around 14 minutes and 55 seconds. I explain why, you need to wait for a bounce before entering the trade. So if you enter the trade, that means this is a small little mistake that you might have made. No worries about that, okay? We learn, okay, and we can make the profits back with your capital. So, but NLS, right, let's give you a side little interesting fact, is that NLS honestly is a pretty decent company. I see so much upside to it. A lot of upside because it has so much similarities to Peloton, but however, I won't ever see probably NLS, right, being the same valuations or the valuation multiple of Peloton. But however, at 0.8, right, let's take a look at statistics, right, statistics wise, okay, if you look at its price to sales ratio, 0.83, okay, it's currently trading at below its sales price, right? And it's 4p of 8. Okay, it's so cheap. And as well as I can see many bullish things happening for the future, because firstly, its leader, right, Jim Barr, is a former Microsoft executive and in charge of digital transformation. And I can see a lot of bullish stuff for this company. So actually, I actually added some NLS, right, as part of my long-term portfolio, just a small bit, okay, and maybe holding it for 2 to 3 years, because I see a lot of potential in this company, especially with it, right, having a blowout quarter, having massive sales, okay, you can see that it has quarterly earnings growth, 700+%, quite insane, honestly, quite insane, okay, profitable company. It's not a speculative company. It's not like it's not making any money. I'm just betting that, oh, it'll grow the industry. No, okay, it is making a lot of money, cash on hand as well. They have a lot of, its book value is more than 5, current ratio 2 as well. That means it has 2 times the equity to cover its debt. A lot of, I don't mind holding this for the long term, but for the short term wise, right, I do see, going back to its charts, right, I do see this company getting beaten down a little bit more. Okay, honestly, I don't know where it will stop, because the next support level, right, let's see. Next support level is honestly very low, okay, very low, like $4, $3, but actually I don't see it going down there because this company has the fundamentals. So there is a underlying business that people will step in, funds and institutions will step in to buy if it gets too low, because it's a bargain at that point. Even now, this level, there's a bargain. And honestly, I can see kind of a nice rejection. You can see 2 hammer candles right here rejecting at least lower prices. So around $15, I can see maybe it can start bottoming out. So if you want to build a position for a longer term swing trade, maybe 6 months, 1 year, okay, maybe it's called position trading, okay. If you want to build a position to hold for kind of very long term kind of swing trade or longer term investment, investment, you might want to wait for a little bit more and it shows some signs of an uptrend, then you can start heavily buying in. Okay, I'm probably going to buy more as well because NLS, good company. But if you're here for swing trade, right, that means you're only holding here for a couple of weeks. Okay, you shouldn't have bought in because again, why? Okay, you must wait for a confirmation before buying in. Okay, so you must know very clearly whether you're buying this as a long-term investment, long-term position trade, or a short swing trade itself. So that's for NLS. Okay, I spent quite a little bit of time on NLS because I know quite a few of you were looking at NLS for this coming week. So NBEV, next company, NBEV. Okay, NBEV has a historical times, right, where it likes to spike up massively, die, spike up massively, die, spike up massively, die. Okay, so actually when we looked at the one-day chart, right, okay, it was, we bought in somewhere around here. This was the annotation that I had the previous time, okay? And when it hit above the Bollinger Band, right, we go over to the 1 hour time frame. Ba-bam, okay, over here, right, when it spiked up all the way and it started closing back down, right, I actually took a lot of profits, okay, a lot of profits at 3.3 as well as 3.29, okay, and that's a solid, like, from the lows over here, right? The lows over here, which is the area we want to swing trade, right? We bought in around 3.11, 3.12. That's a solid, I see around 10 to 12, 13% swing trade. Pretty decent as well, okay? I think that was pretty good, okay? For a down-ish kind of market. Okay, it was a good 5 to 10% swing trade. Not a super massive profits, but compared to the overall markets, I think in this kind of choppy markets, we have to give ourselves a pat on the back for small profits. Take your small profits, run. Okay, so again, I scaled half of my profits up because I thought that it might actually go higher, but again, it reversed back down and I got stopped out. So it was a very small win. I think I only got like a couple of percent from this, but it's okay. Okay, no worries about that. Okay, and right now it's respecting this moving average. Okay, up here, you might want to swing this back to its all-time highs again. Okay, but it could be a potential swing if you're still holding the company. So next company, ELY. Okay, ELY was in a sense a failure or a losing trade. Okay, because I identified this kind of wedge, right, in the last video, right? There's a wedge that's forming. Okay, wedge that's forming all the way up here. But there was a breakdown of the wedge due to the overall markets. There's a bit of a pressure on the overall markets from the earlier week ahead. So it broke down. Okay, you probably were being stopped out. Okay, depending on how conservative your stop loss is. My stop loss was around here. Okay, so I in a sense didn't get stopped out, but in a sense when it recovered a little bit, I cut my losses because I felt that this company, okay, it might hit a previous resistance around this level and continue downwards. So ELY, right? ELY is a perfect example of sometimes the trade just doesn't work out. Okay, you have to accept the losses because it's just part of swing trading. Okay, and I want to be very, very transparent, be very, very honest and upfront with you guys because I do not only want to show my winning trades, I want to show my losing trades as well. So you can have a better understanding of the reality of swing trading and not be just it's gonna be good all the time. Okay, it's not. Okay, nothing is so easy. Okay, it's so easy. Everybody here will be millionaires, right? So again, it's about patience. Okay, there will be losing trades, and I want you to learn from the losing trades as well. So that's the update for the top 3 swing trade stocks for last week. And now we're going to talk about the top 3 swing trade stocks for this coming week. And let me take a drink. Alright. This coming week, right? Let's take a look at our sector plays, which is consumer discretionary. Okay, and one of them is actually footwear companies. Okay, I've done my research on my footwear industry, and I feel that the footwear industry right now has been hitting a support level and is bound to rebound back to its all-time highs again. So first company we're going to look at, Nike. Have you heard of Nike? I heard of Nike. Okay, Nike is probably one of the bigger shoe companies out there. Nike, Adidas, Puma. Okay, if you've never heard of it, you've been living in the rock. Okay, but Nike, right, a company that we all see as a consumer, right, but as an investor, actually it's quite silent. Okay, not a lot of people have been talking about this company, but right now, okay, I can see there's a nice little is trading in a box per se. And what I mean by a box, okay, let me just take a look at Nike, right, $132. Okay, a box right now, that means there is a nice little support level over here. Okay, you can see there's a lot of touch points, which is around here, right, where it's touching a lot of touch points over here. Done, here over here, and all-time highs, right, getting rejected at a similar area time and time again. Okay, always very similar rejection. Okay, which is around here. Okay, so if you want to look at it, right, okay, where? Okay, so again, the support level is around $131, $130. Okay, the highs or the all-time highs $145, which is a lot of selling pressure selling inwards. And you can see that it is respecting quite a simple swing trade if you want to do it, right? Because it's been going down, then it touched the top, then it goes down again, then it touches the top, then it goes down again, touch the top, then it goes down again. This is what we call trading in a box or in a rectangle. So this kind of place, right, is the best to play swing trades because you capture one swing, right? Then you wait for it to come down again, then area of value, swing up again, area of value, swing up again. So again, let me see, if I was doing this, right, you probably could have made one swing, two swing already, two swings. Easily two swings and two swings of profits. Okay, so again, for $132 to $146 level, that's maybe around 6% profits, 6 to 7% profits. Pretty good, right? I would say pretty good in this kind of market conditions, but it's very choppy. And I feel like there's a lot of room for here to wriggle. And Nike is a decent company with decent solid fundamentals. Not the best, but it is not those speculative plays. It does have a business, and as the virus comes down, more and more people have more money in their pockets with the stimulus and everything. People start spending. Nike probably have a good quarter ahead, and I'm expecting quite good things from this company. So let's look at the area of value. Area of value is around where? $132. $130 where it closed up. It validates this point. Take profit area around $146 level. Shift it down a little bit more towards where there's most touch points, which is around $144. Okay, $144 would be a good place to take your profits. Stop loss, definitely have a stop losses in place, because why? Why have a stop losses in place? Because if you don't have a stop loss, okay, you will be stuck holding the bag if anything bad happens, right? But the stop loss area, okay, we want to give some breather room, right? So maybe the previous swing low around here, probably around here. So where's that? That is around the $124 level. So again, buying in at $130, $136 stop loss, okay, towards a potential $12 reward. So again, it's around 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio in a solid company, in a solid sector. I think this is a pretty good buy for me overall for Nike. So first company done, out of the way. Second company we're going to talk about, Camping World Holdings. Okay, Camping World Holdings. Okay, again, this is in the consumer discretionary sector. And what I like about this, again, this is it's slightly break the underneath trend and start to trend up. Okay, respecting this trending move. Okay, so we might catch even the wave of the next trending move upwards. Okay, back to its all-time highs. Okay, but again, we can't see the overall support and resistance, right? Is around here. Okay, the next resistance there is gonna touch, right? It's around this level. Okay, but again, we can shift it lower. Okay, to around here. Okay, around the $42 level. So if you enter right now, right? Okay, at this area. Okay, let's take a look around at this area, right, where it just closed below here. Okay, potential to swing to the upside. You can take a stop loss over here. Okay, below the previous swing low over here. So this is around almost 1 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Okay, but if you want to get a tighter stop loss, how do you do it? Okay, you go to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, again, 1 hour time frame, you can see that there is a lot of selling pressure over here, right? So again, if you want to set a stop loss, you can set a stop loss around the previous swing low, a little bit buffer room around here. And where is that in relation to the entire markets itself? Okay, around here. Yes, around here. You can see it's right below the moving average around here. So you can actually throw away this one, throw away this, throw away these two things. Whee! Okay, throw away this, throw away this, throw away this. Okay, your stop loss is now around here, around a tighter stop loss for you to validate. So around $32 would be a good place to set a stop loss. Okay, $32 set a stop loss, okay, to have a better risk to reward ratio, and you can swing potentially from $35 all the way to $42, which is your take profit level. And I would say, right, take profits on the way up in this kind of markets, because as it goes higher and higher all the way here, right, when it scales around to half, start taking some profits. Okay, keep taking profits, take constant profits. You can never go broke taking profits in this kind of markets. Okay, although I say the take profit level is around $42 level, you can start taking small profits on the way up, and that's what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. When there's a small little pop, okay, I know there's still more room to run, right, but I'm still taking my profits very regularly. So that's it for Camping Worlds. Okay, Camping Worlds Holdings. Okay, again, the area of value is around the moving averages around here. Once it closed above $36, this is the area of value. Or even if it dips below to $32, right, and it have a small little bounce, you could also use the 50 moving average as a area of value as well. So for the third company we're going to talk about today is actually KSS, which is Coast Corporation. Okay, I shall not delve too deep into it because it's very similar to CWH, okay, the way it is played. Okay, that's why I love giving you the similar plays as well. So, same place, okay, down here, rejected. Now it's at a decision point where it's thinking, oh, should I go to the all-time highs or should I break down again? So, this company is a little bit different because what I want to see, right, is it going back a little bit more to its lower value. So again, around here, right, it's 1 hour time frame. You can see that, okay, around here, there's a little deep little pullback. What I want to see is a small little pullback again. So if this doesn't break past $57 level, right, to the downside, I can see easily swinging up to the $63 level over here. So again, the area of value right here, right, this is I would say this is a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio again, but you can set your stop loss to be a little bit tighter so that you can have a better risk to reward ratio. And what do I mean by that? Okay, let me just draw. Okay, you can set your stop loss around here. This is a stop loss to be put. Okay, potential profit taking level is around here. So potential profit taking level is around $64. Stop loss is around $56. You buy in at around the $57, $58 level, which is a $2 stop loss for a potential 58 to 64, $6 profit. So it's around a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Again, if you want to play a very conservative one. So again, in this kind of place, right, where you're going to swing for probably a very short trade. This is probably a very short trade compared to, you know, Nike or Chem World Holdings. This is probably going to be a couple day swing trade. What you need to do, right, is use the 1 hour time frame very strictly because this is where you get more information and you swing it very quickly. So swing up to the upside a couple of days and get out the position. So again, this is for calls, right? It is a short-term swing trade, probably a couple of days where you get in, set a stop loss. If you get stopped out, can't help it. But if you manage to go all the way to all-time highs, you have a good risk to reward ratio of 3:1. So that's it for KSS, and I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Okay, this is a pretty long video by itself. And if you wish to know more about this kind of information about how to play this kind of companies, right, and a more detailed explanation on why I'm playing these kind of companies, then I think you should go and watch my tutorials, okay, on how I play trend reversal, how I play trending plays, a lot of my tutorials that I've done for a more detailed explanation on how I'm doing things. For those of you who haven't checked out my sector analysis video, go check it out. Okay, I think it's quite useful for you to, you know, find your own plays as well as, you know, understand why I'm playing certain sectors. And do drop a like, subscribe, comment down in the sections below, you know, which sector do you think is the most hot right now. Okay, any other opinions, I wish to hear from you, and I shall see you again in the next video. Stock stay out.